Y'all, I am so excited for this video because it has been 2 years in the making. So I've lived here for over 2 years. When I first moved in, my mom came and helped me put the mural up on the back wall. And then I decided that I was gonna do all the painting in this house myself. So I painted the entire rest of the house, and then I finally got to the bedroom and I was just like painted out. So I did the vestibule and I did the one wall that didn't have any furniture on it, and then I was not strong enough to move the other furniture without scratching the floors. So I have just been living with blue tape around my entire house, like waiting to finish all of the touch-ups for over 2 years now. So I'm getting married very soon, and we just decided that it was time to kind of do a little refresh, bring the bedroom back to life. So there are still things that we are going to change and update, but I think we have gotten it to a point where I sit in here and I just feel so good, and I'm so excited to take you on the journey. So very first thing we need to do is check out the before. Walking into our bedroom, you pass through this little vestibule where our bathroom and closet are, but now we get into the actual room. So I'm just gonna show you what it's looking like in its current state. I love my little reading setup, but I don't like that ottoman. I am a TV in the bedroom kind of girly. I love cuddling up in bed and watching a movie. I don't love this mirror, but it serves a purpose because I check my outfit in it every single day. And then here is where we get into the interesting part. So this color is a gray, which is what the entire house was painted when I first moved in. And this wall is the off-white that the rest of the walls, except for the mural wall, are going to go. And then the whole vestibule, I already painted the blue, and I thought that I was going to continue and finish this room. And then I put the paint stuff away and never wanted to get it out again. But now it's finally time. It needs to be done because this is the state that I've been living in. This is how my fiance and I planned our literal entire wedding. We used sticky notes and we did to do, in process, done. We put all the little things that we had to do. And then because we've been touching this wall so much, like moving these from each category, I need to repaint this wall just because it's touched a lot more than normal. And then the bed, I don't even know what to say. I'm embarrassed that like this is also the world that I work in, but you know what? I have sheets, I have a duvet, I've got a little quilt, like it all serves a functional purpose. It just doesn't look good while it's doing it. That is what I've been living in for the last 2 years. And it was definitely time to finish painting, so that was the next step. So my strong fiance was here to help me, and this is me just telling him the plan of how we're going to start with the first wall. I was finding things that I didn't even know I had, like this artwork that was tucked behind the dresser. There were also dust bunnies everywhere, and that really was hot when he just manhandled that TV and picked it up all by himself. I was like, wow. I also was telling him to lift with his legs, and then I could not make the dresser budge. So we ended up using furniture sliders. I probably could have just taken the drawers out of the dresser, but worked smarter, not harder. And then he took the existing curtains down, and I took the plates off of the, I don't know, what are those called? Sockets, and then wiped down the baseboard so that none of those thousands of dust bunnies got into our paint. This is my painting outfit. If I get anything on this, it'll be totally fine, but we are going to start on that wall. We had a good system where I was doing all of the trim and then Grant was rolling, and this color is Chantilly Lace by Benjamin Moore. One wall down, one to go. That brightens up the room so much, and I am so happy with it. Grant is going to work this morning, so we went ahead and moved the bed out, and now I can get to this wall. So I'm gonna trim it out, I'm gonna roll it, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, I'm gonna roll it again, I'm gonna trim it out again. That's the way I've found has been the best for me. I tried to get some more clips of me painting today because I realized that as soon as I get paint on my hands, I tend to not want to press the record button on my phone. So I just let it ride the entire time I was rolling this wall. And you cannot tell me that that creamy off-white is not so soothing going over that just like stormy gray color. It just brightens it up and just is so, it's like candlelight. It's so pretty. The next step we needed to tackle was probably the biggest eyesore in the room, and I know it wasn't aesthetic or pretty, but it was functional and it was working for us. But I knew that I wanted to do an entire bedding refresh, and Brooklinen reached out to me and asked if I wanted to partner for a video, and I was like, do I have news for you? Not only do I love your products and I have recommended it to clients before, but I also am in the middle of filming a like bring my bedroom back to life bedroom refresh style video, and I would love to partner with you guys because I actually have some Brooklinen items in my cart right now that I was thinking of getting. So this could not have been at a better time. It literally felt kismet to me, and I just want to thank you guys because without you guys I would not have had that opportunity, and this is just so freaking fun for me.
We went with the washed linen hardcore bundle, which allows you to choose a flat sheet, fitted sheet, 4 pillowcases, and a duvet cover. And when you go with one of these hardcore bundles, you really save the most. So I typically always go for solid sheets, but I was ready to add another pattern to the room. With the mural being such a large scale focal point, these sheets in charcoal chambray and white stripes were small enough scale that I felt like it wouldn't fight too much, and they would play off of each other and enhance each other. So after the sheets, I'm layering on the organic cotton quilt. This one is in tea leaf, and this is all my fiance wants to have on him when he sleeps, but I need a little more cushion and cozy fluff. So we also got the duvet cover in white, which is always my favorite. You can bleach it, you can see when it's dirty. I like white duvets, and I layered that knowing he would fold his side over onto me at night, so I'm getting even more cozy fluff. I'm so excited. For the pillowcases, we selected 2 to match the sheets and 2 to match the duvet cover, and when I lined up the sheets and the quilt, I made sure that the quilt was up a little bit higher so that the green would peek out ever so slightly when I folded it over, and it is just a cute little accent border to the bed. I don't typically get in my bed when it's still light outside, but I'm off of work until my wedding, and I was like, you know what? This looks so freaking cozy, and I was just ready to try it. So I got in my jammies, and I have my book. I'm rereading The Time Traveler's Wife, and so I decided to cuddle up in bed, and oh my goodness, it felt so good.
Some things in life are worth spending money on, and good bedding is one of them. You are in those sheets every single night. They need to be so comfy, so cozy. I look forward to crawling into my bed. I am just so excited about it. Brooklinen is such an incredible quality at the best value, and you can save even more when you bundle. So the hardcore bundle comes with fitted sheet, flat sheet, 4 pillowcases, and a duvet cover. You can mix and match, and then you can add something else on there like a coverlet like I did if you want to. You guys can get 15% off your first Brooklinen order if you use the link below, and you can save even more when you bundle. So after the bedding was set, I absolutely knew that I wanted to switch up the lamps. So I've had this DIY kind of in my mind for a while, and it was just finally time to tackle it. So let's fix those lamps.
So I've had these lamps since my condo in LA, and I'm just so over the metallic mirrored base, but I do like the shape. So I have a tub of joint compound and decided to give this DIY a try. It is super simple. You just tape off anything that you don't want to cover, throw on some gloves, and start smearing the joint compound all over it. You can get the tape that I showed at the beginning of the clip to give a little bit of grip if you need to, but I felt like my base already had enough texture as it was, so I am just going to try it like this, and if it all crumbles off, I can redo it. But right now, when I'm doing this voiceover, it's about a week out, and they still look great. If you have the patience, you can wait for this layer to dry and sand it down to get a smoother finish, and you can repeat the process, but I was loving the organic finish that I was getting and thought I can always switch it up in the future if I want to. This is a great way to refresh an existing lamp you might have that you don't love anymore, or you can go find one at a thrift store and you can give it an inexpensive facelift. Make sure you're applying a layer that is thick enough that it won't crack, which happens when the product is too thin, but you also want to make sure it's not so thick that it doesn't dry and cure properly. So just play around, keep an eye on it, and see what you like. I might paint these in the future, but for now, I'm really really liking just the natural white color, and I had these lampshades on other lamps that I switched out for the pleated ones since the base has a lot going on now and a lot of movement and texture, so I wanted a more simple lampshade, but I'll keep y'all posted on how this is wearing and lasting, as this was a total experiment for me.
Finally, I bit the bullet and I got a new floor mirror. I just did not love the style and the vibe of the one I currently have, and this one is great because it's actually on a stand, so it can lean against the wall, but it can also be in a corner, which I think is really pretty and kind of fills out that space of the room. And now it is time for the final reveal for now. So this is what our bedroom is looking like. The walls are properly painted. I'm obsessed with our new bedding. I feel like everything just got a really deep clean, like windows inside and out. The new mirror looks so freaking cute there. And we did not paint the trim blue, but that is an upcoming project that we will do after the wedding is over. So you can see that we still have our post-it notes up. So I know that I want to paint the trim around the windows blue to match the trim in the rest of the room, but would you guys paint the window blue as well, the frame around the window, or would you leave that little section white? This is what everything's looking like. This bedroom is definitely far from done, but we are slowly and surely inching our way there. There are plenty of things that still have to be done. I need to get a rug. I'm switching out the light fixture above. I want to mount the TV. All of that can wait until after the wedding. Now I feel so good just walking into the room now. It feels finished and completed, even though in my mind I know we're still missing some things. So there will definitely be a part 2 to this. Let me know if you guys enjoy these kind of videos down in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.